Hey guys, this is going to be our first video in non-Mendelian genetics. We're going to have two videos with non-Mendelian genetics. In this one, we're going to talk about incomplete dominance, codominance, and blood typing. All right, so first let's talk about incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance is when you have a mixture of the alleles. So their traits actually create a mixture. So let me give you a quick example here. If we're talking about incomplete dominance and we're talking about the red allele in this flower, we probably say that it's R like this. Now the other way you might see it written is a big C for color and then a superscript R. Okay, and so for yellow we would see something like this or color yellow. So if I have a red flower, the only way it can be red is if it has two red alleles, RR. That's its genotype. A yellow flower's genotype would be YY. And then to create an orange flower, it's actually a combination because it's a mixture. So it would have one red allele and one yellow allele. And we know that if you take paints, red and yellow, and you mix them together, it makes orange. And the same thing happens here. The two traits mix together to create orange. So incomplete dominance creates a mixture. Let's take a look at another example here. This is called codominance. In codominance, what we have is both traits are going to get expressed. Okay, so for our white allele, you could have W, or you could have a C superscript W, meaning colored white. If you have a red allele, sometimes cows are referred to as a red or a brown color, but we're going to just stay with the red here. We would say that it's R or color R. Okay. We do our genotypes for each of these. For the all red / brown, we could say that it's color red, okay? The white cow would be color white. And now this cow here, which is the offspring, it has one of each. So color red and color white, and you notice that both get expressed. The white and the red gets expressed. It is not a mixture of the two. They actually both get expressed. So in codominance, both traits get expressed, the red and the white. All right, so the other thing we need to take a look at is trying to understand blood typing. There are 4 different blood types, O, A, B, A, and B. And they have genotypes that are different as well. So the genotype helps us determine the phenotype. So O is little I, it is recessive. And you notice with the A's and the B's then, they're all considered to be dominant. So an AB blood type has both an A and a B, so this is an example of codominance because both the A and the B get expressed, so AB. For A, we notice that it could be big A, or big I with an A, or just a big A with a small I. Okay, so that would be a heterozygous version. And then we also have this similar idea with the B's. Let's go through a couple example problems here. So the first one here, letter A, says homozygous for the B allele. Okay, so I know that the word part homo means the same. So if I go to B, okay, if it goes to homozygous, has to have the same. Okay, so this one here would be IB. That's homozygous. Okay. The next one, letter B, is heterozygous for A. You might remember that the word hetero means different. So I go to phenotype A. I look at my 2 genotypes. I look at which one is different, and that would be this one here. So IA, and then little I. Again, this is a dominant recessive situation. The big A is dominant over the recessive I. Blood type O, there is only one type for blood type O. We know that is the genotype is going to be II. A type A offspring and a type O parent. All right, so if the parent is type O, we know that it's II. So they're sending one of those I's to their offspring, which is an A. So the only possible genotype is the following. Okay? So it's important that you understand blood typing in terms of both dominant and recessive and with the AB codominance. If you're having any trouble with this part of non-Mendelian genetics, make sure you watch this video. You really need to understand incomplete dominance and codominance.